I'm full of bread and soup, 'tis autumn. Did you hear the good news? It's soup season! My favorite season of all. I have been making literally nothing but soups these past 2 weeks, much to my delight, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. If you are also on a soup bender like myself, I think you're really gonna like this curried butternut squash soup that we're whipping up today, people. This soup is literally gonna be just like the perfect soup for when you've got the craving for cozy. You know, when you don't know what you want, but you know you need something cozy. This is it. All right, let's squash the chit chat and get right to making the soup, okay? Okay, so this curried butternut squash soup, it's a sheet pan soup. If you don't know what that is, I get it. That sounds silly because normally you associate soups with pots. And we're getting there, people. But this is the kind of soup where we're roasting up a bunch of stuff on a sheet pan in the oven for some time, and then it comes out of the oven. We blend it all up until we have a thick, creamy, delicious soup, and then, you know, you eat it. You're gonna love it. First step is we gotta hack apart our little squash here, okay? So observe. I like to keep the little stem on so I can hold onto it while I peel, and then I just work my way down. Squash skins are pretty thin and delicate, so you shouldn't need to go over the same spot more than once. And once we've reached the bottom half, I like to just kind of go this way, kind of towards me, turning it a little bit as I need to. Bada boom! Chop off the top and the bottom. But don't throw it out because there's still a lot of good flesh on the inside here that we can use for the soup. Separate the top from the bottom. Don't drop your squash. Cut the bottom in half. Ta-da! Seeds. Grab a spoon and we're just going to quickly scrape out kind of the guts, which is mostly just fiber, you know, like pumpkin guts, and some seeds. Don't throw the seeds out. I'm gonna show you how to use these on my Instagram page. Make sure you're following me there if you're not already. Next, you're just gonna wanna roughly chop your squash into large pieces. They don't have to be tiny cubes. They can be a couple inches in size. And then we're just gonna throw them onto our sheet pan. Okay, Janelle, so what else goes into the curried butternut squash soup? I'm so glad you asked. So we're gonna use an onion, okay? Basically, it's soup law to have onions in a soup. You can't have a soup without an onion, okay? So peel it, chop it in half. We're using an apple. Yeah, you may not have seen that one coming. Apple is sweet and juicy, and it's really gonna help to bring out the natural sweetness of the butternut squash, and it's also just super complementary with the curry spices. We're gonna peel it, core it, and chop it into quarters. We've got a few juicy Roma tomatoes. These are gonna add a little bit of acidity, a little bit of tang. It's gonna complement the sweetness of the overall soup. And thou shalt always have a whole head of garlic in soup, okay? You just have to. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna simply slice off like the top third of the garlic, plop it on the baking tray. And all the little bits of garlic from the top part, don't waste those. You can just kind of sprinkle them in. All right, before we pop this in the oven, we're just gonna add about 1.5 tablespoons of a neutral flavored oil, or you could use olive oil, just a good little drizzle. A few healthy grinds of black pepper. Again, it's a soup rule. I don't make the rules. Just is what it is. And a good pinch or two of some salt. I'm just using pink Himalayan. And then using your hands, I just kind of like to massage the oil in as best I can into all of the pieces of the squash. Give it a nice good massage on top of the garlic, all over the onion, the apples, and the tomatoes. And you can always kind of rearrange things if you want, for no real reason other than, I don't know, just for fun. Voila! That is a lot of veggies. That's got some serious heft to it. Okay, so I've got my oven preheating already at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So what we're gonna do is just roast up this whole tray of veggies for about 40 to 45 minutes. Ooh, that would have been tragic if I dropped that. Bye-bye. Okay, so while the veggies are roasting away, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free. It supports the channel, helps me grow my happy little steamy vegan community. I have so many great high protein, plant-based, gluten-free, delicious and easy recipes on the channel already, and I have so much more up my sleeves for the fall season. Steamy Vegan is the plant-based place to be, and I just want you to be part of my community. Hello from 45 minutes in the future, and what have we here, y'all? We've got some seriously tender cooked veggies. If you can shove a knife through them, you know they're done, okay? Ooh, that is steaming hot. All right, grab yourself a blender. I've just got my Vitamix here. Oh my gosh, can you guys hear that? It is raining so hard, like it feels like my house is shaking. So what we're gonna do is we're simply just going to carefully transfer all the roasted veggies into our blender jug, okay? Now, we do have quite a lot of veggies to get through, so you might have to work in batches, and I will show you as we go how I'm going to navigate that situation. And then we're gonna add in our last 3 delicious ingredients into our soup. Ingredients I have not yet showed you, okay? So one is a can of full fat coconut milk, okay? And then we also have a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. This is gonna add savoriness, a little bit of umami, kind of cheesy-ish flavor. And then of course we've got some spices. We've got 2 tablespoons of curry powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and some salt. These spices are really going to help kind of bring out not only the earthiness of the squash, but also the kind of inherent sweetness. And they're very complimentary, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna taste so good. Now at this point, it really doesn't matter if you add the coconut milk and all the spices in the first blending batch or in the second, or if you split them up between both batches, because it's all gonna get transferred into a soup pot. So just add them in however you want, okay? I'm gonna start with my can of coconut milk. Boink. And I'm gonna add in my 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Now at this point you can add water or veggie broth, but I'm gonna add in some water and a bit of my veggie bouillon paste, which I love. I add it to like all my soup, so I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon. Extra flavor, you know, you need all the flavor. And I'm gonna add in this batch, 2 cups of water, which pretty much brings it to the top of the blender. Pop a lid on her and blend. Again, at this point, kind of assess the creaminess factor. Ooh, yes, baby, work it. That is nice. We're just gonna pop over to the stove, grab yourself a pot or whatever, and we're just going to pour the first blender batch into our pot and proceed with round 2. And then take your roasted garlic, and we're just going to squeeze out, ooh, all that flesh. Ooh, which is really hot. Ow. Wait until it's not gonna burn your fingers. In go the spices. I'm just gonna add 1 cup, just because I feel like that's all the water I'll need. And blend. And in she goes. Wow, that's a lot of soup. Oh, shoot. I think I need a bigger pot. At any rate, we're just gonna stir batch number 1 with batch number 2, and we're gonna heat the soup up over medium heat, just for about 10 minutes or so until it's steaming hot. Okay, people, we have averted a crisis, and just moved the soup into a bigger pot because I just did not trust myself that that soup would not bubble over. So here we are, we have 1,000 cups of soup here. But seriously, can we just appreciate the color of this soup? Is that not the most just gosh darn marigold yellow soup you've ever seen in your whole life? Oh, gorgeous. Okay, at this point, while your soup is heating up, give it a taste. Make sure you like the seasonings, adjust if you need to. Oh my God, that is unbelievably good. Nope, she's perfect. I just can't even right now. I can't even right now. Okay, I personally love to serve my curried butternut squash soup with a little dollop of some plant-based sour cream, some fresh cilantro, and a little sprinkle of some roasted pumpkin seeds just for a little bit of texture, a little bit of crunch. And behold, boom! Boom. Y'all, it is like pouring rain outside. It is dark and gloomy, but it is warm and cozy in my soul right now. I'm so excited to eat this, oh my Lord. Mmm, delicious. That is so much flavor. So much flavor in like one little bowl. It's garlicky, the onion, oh my gosh, the curry powder, the sweetness from the squash and the apples, and a little bit of acidity from the tomatoes. I'll have to serve it up with a little bit of garlic naan bread. Oh, yep, you know what's about to happen. Dunk, dunkaroo. Mmm, hallelujah. There's tons more where that came from, y'all. Subscribe below. I've got so many more amazing fall recipes hitting the channel. I just dropped my lasagna soup recipe, which you can't miss. Check it out right here. I love you. Make sure to give this video a like, and I'll see you in another video, hopefully very soon. Ta-ta!